October 18, 2025, the world just got more dangerous. China has announced new export restrictions on critical rare earth elements, the lifeblood of our most advanced military hardware. Beijing is making it clear it can cripple our defense industrial base at will. These new rules require special licenses to export vital minerals, giving China the power to approve or deny shipments to American companies. Our defense contractors, tech giants, and automakers are now at the mercy of the Chinese Communist Party. This is not a simple trade dispute, it's a strategic power play to weaken America and assert China's dominance. The alarm bells are ringing, the balance of power is shifting, and the clock is ticking. America's critical weakness is our dependence on China for rare earth elements. Decades ago, we let our domestic mining and processing wither, chasing cheap labor and looser regulations abroad. Now China controls nearly every stage of the rare earth supply chain: mining, processing, and manufacturing. This is no accident. It's the result of a deliberate, long-term strategy by Beijing. While America slept, China invested billions in technology to separate and refine these minerals. The United States mines some rare earth ore in California but then ships it to China for processing. We dig it up, but our adversary turns it into something we can use. The most alarming part? America has zero capacity to process heavy, rare earths. Essential for advanced military applications, we rely 100% on China. If Beijing cuts off supply, our most sophisticated weapon systems could grind to a halt. This is not hypothetical. It's a clear and present danger. Our entire high-tech economy is at risk, from smartphones to wind turbines to medical devices. By becoming so dependent on a single hostile source, we've put our way of life in jeopardy. China holds a powerful lever over the United States. This is a national security crisis demanding immediate response. We must act now to break this dangerous dependency. Our future depends on it. The time to reclaim control is now. What are rare earth elements? Despite the name, they're not actually rare, but they're rarely found in concentrations easy to mine. These 17 metallic elements have unique magnetic and electronic properties that make modern technology possible. Think of them as vitamins for metals. Small amounts dramatically enhance performance. Neodymium and dysprosium create the world's most powerful permanent magnets, essential for miniaturizing technology. They're in everything from F-35 fighter jets to smartphones, wind turbines, and MRI machines. In the military, rare earths are everywhere. Jet engines, missile guidance, sonar, and laser targeting. They give us the technological edge to keep our nation safe. A disruption in supply is a direct threat to military readiness and economic prosperity. The green energy revolution depends on rare earths. Each wind turbine and electric vehicle motor relies on them. Our data centers and consumer electronics are filled with components made from these materials. China's control over rare earths is a grave threat to our future. Without them, our world would look very different. They are the foundation of our technological superiority. That's why this battle matters. The Pentagon is finally racing to rebuild a domestic rare earth supply chain. The goal, a complete mine-to-magnet pipeline in the United States. This means mining, separating, refining, and manufacturing, all on American soil. The Pentagon is investing hundreds of millions in private companies to build critical facilities, especially for separation and refining. New processing plants in Texas and California aim to break China's monopoly. This is direct government intervention to resurrect a vital industry. The plan: a secure supply chain by 2027. But initial output will be a drop in the bucket compared to our needs. China has a decades-long head start, skilled workforce, and massive scale. Building these plants takes years and must meet strict environmental standards. We must train a new generation of engineers and technicians. The 2027 target is aggressive. There's no room for error. The Pentagon has started the engine, but the road ahead is long. Our national security depends on our success. The race is on, and we can't afford to lose. China's rare earth dominance is no accident. It's the result of a ruthless, state-directed strategy. Deng Xiaoping once said, "The Middle East has oil, China has rare earths." Beijing used subsidies, lax environmental laws, and predatory pricing to drive competitors out of business. American producers shut down, and expertise moved to China. China flooded the market with cheap rare earths, dismantling the US industry. Today, China controls over 60% of mining and nearly 90% of processing. For heavy rare earths, it's almost 100%. This gives Beijing a chokehold on the global technology sector. China can dictate prices, reward friends, and punish enemies. Its monopoly is now being weaponized. Export restrictions are a clear signal to the US and its allies. China has used this power before, cutting off Japan in 2010. The new licensing requirements are a broader, more serious threat. Beijing is reminding the world who's in charge. This monopoly is a tool of geopolitical coercion. We're paying the price for decades of inaction. The West must wake up to the consequences. China built this monopoly for leverage, and now it's using it. The time to break free is now. The US isn't fighting this battle alone. Our allies see the danger of China's rare earth monopoly. Australia, Japan, and Canada are joining forces to build secure supply chains free from Beijing's control. Australia, with vast rare earth deposits, is ramping up mining and building processing facilities. The US is supporting these projects, combining American technology with Australian resources. Japan, a major consumer, learned its lesson when China cut off supply in 2010. Since then, Japan has invested in Australian mines, pioneered recycling, and built its own processing capabilities. These partnerships are essential. No single country can replace China overnight. By combining strengths, we can build a viable alternative. The vision, a supply chain flowing between trusted allies, or from Australia, processing in the US or Canada, magnets made in Japan or Europe. This diversified network reduces choke points and makes the system more secure. The free world must stand together to break Beijing's chains of dependency. International cooperation is our greatest strength. The pushback has begun. We must act with urgency and unity. The stakes are global. Together, we can challenge China's dominance. The world is watching. Achieving independence from China's rare earth supply chain will be a long, difficult journey. The Pentagon's 2027 goal is just a start. Initial production will only meet a fraction of our needs. Rebuilding an industrial ecosystem abandoned decades ago will take years, maybe decades. The biggest hurdles: cost, complexity, and strict environmental standards. American companies need government support, tax credits, loan guarantees, and a commitment to buy American-made materials. Innovation is key. We must process rare earths more efficiently and with less environmental impact. Recycling rare earths from old electronics is a huge opportunity. This is a marathon, not a sprint. For now, we must manage our dependency while building our own capabilities. The road to self-sufficiency is long, but essential. Our security and prosperity depend on it. Long-term solutions matter, but China's new export restrictions are an immediate threat. Defense contractors need rare earths to build the weapons that keep us safe. Any disruption can halt production. The danger extends to our economy and energy security. Electric vehicles and wind turbines rely on rare earths. If China tightens exports, it could sabotage America's green transition and cripple our auto industry. American companies have few good options. Stockpiling is temporary. Alternatives are scarce. Many must absorb higher costs or cut production. Our industries are exposed, and adversaries know it. President Trump's call for urgent talks is critical. This is about more than economics. It's about our ability to defend ourselves and control our destiny. We're in a race to secure our supply chains before crisis hits. Every day we wait, the risk grows. The threat is here, now. The actions we take in the coming weeks will determine America's future as a superpower.